So this morning I'm here. I'm Sherry Abraham, a former town councilor, and I'm here with my friend Linda Hill, who has lived across the street from Edgewood Elementary for the last 37 years. We're here to discuss the demolition by the Moriarty Edgewood School District and what a waste we feel like it is to the community. So Linda, do you have any thoughts or concerns that you would like me to address?
Well, yes, I think even my neighborhood, we were quite concerned when they decided to close our elementary school. It's kind of been a backbone of our community. My grandchildren went to school there. And my neighbors' children, grandchildren have gone to school there. It was very highly rated. We had excellent teachers. Our children got an excellent education. And I guess we felt kind of blindsided that just all of a sudden they decided to close it and they took our school away.
And so that is something that was addressed back in 2014 when they did close our school. At that time, I was on the governing body, the town council, and I had worked very closely with Tom Sullivan, who was then the superintendent. We looked at that building to be used for a commercial kitchen, to bring a boys and girls school out here, to have youth recreation programs in there. And they understood that there was a lot of hard feelings between Edgewood and Moriarty at that time. So the agreement was that we would have access to use that building for the entire time until a new elementary school was built. So even though Teresa Salazar now says they are going to build a new state-of-the-art elementary school there are no firm funding or plans to do that. And she does say that when the population demands an elementary school, they will build one. Well, they also admit that they are bleeding students to the charter schools, to home schools. People have changed the way they educate their children. And so what the town and the governing body at the time I was on it, we wanted to use that for the public. And in the 6 years since it is closed, we have used it for community events. We've had children's programs there. They used to provide summer lunches there. We had a preschool in there, like you mentioned. And so now it's time for, if they no longer want to use it, it's time they just donate it to the town of Edgewood, to the taxpayers who have already paid for it, to be able to use as they wish. Edgewood has a very good history of taking buildings that have been abandoned by other entities. Let's say the fire department from Santa Fe County. Edgewood was able to purchase that building for $100, and we spent about $670,000 making it into a state-of-the-art police department. It would have cost us millions of dollars to build that facility. And the north building, MESD has leased that to the town, and we spent about another $600,000 renovating it into the commission chambers, the town offices, a beautiful library, as you have seen. And we would like the opportunity to do the same to the south portion of that building. The gym, the kitchen. We could have nutrition classes in there. We could have all different types of multi-generational sports and classes. We've talked about bringing continuing ed down here. But none of those things can be done until we have the cooperation of the school district to actually use that building.
Yes, it would be a wonderful opportunity. As many people know, Edgewood, we do not have a convention center. We do not have, for years we've looked for a place for our teenagers to have a place to go and do things. And this would be a wonderful opportunity to turn it in where they can have, like you say, organized sports. We could have a cafeteria where we could cater events. We could have a lot of Edgewood activity for all generations of our town. And I think, like you say, with very little effort, we can take that building and turn it into a really nice multiple generation facility for all of Edgewood to use and enjoy. It's ideal. It's great location. It could be a town center. Everything we have the soccer fields. We have the basketball court. And I know there's a lot of events that go on now, but this would be an extension where the whole town could use.
Right, exactly. And one of the things that she has mentioned is for under $400,000 they're claiming now. That is not the amount that their master plan shows. It shows more like $1 million that they can tear that building down. And it would only cost them about $400,000 to put a new roof on it. Well, Linda, I don't know about you, but I have never torn down my home just because it needed a new roof. We have put a new roof on every home that we have owned. If you own them long enough, you need to do that type of maintenance. And so if you no longer need it, you also don't tear it down. You sell it to somebody who can use it. Have you torn down any of your homes previously?
No, like I said, we've been here for 37 years. We have had to remodel twice with different things that have happened, but we took that, we did the remodeling. We're very happy. We're very happy in Edgewood. We like Edgewood. We like the people. And you just take care of the faults that happen. You keep you keep the maintenance up, and you take care of what you have. I personally feel, I've looked at the school, I've been through the school, I think we do have some roof problems. Well, I feel like we, as a town, can take care, that's a minor issue. We've put 2 new roofs on our home. We can put a new roof on that building and let Edgewood community use it. Our kids need it. Our children need a place to go. I know a lot of elderly need a place to go. It would be a great center for them to go and communicate and do things with other people.
And I know, the first house that my husband and I bought was built in 1952. And we bought it in 1995. It was already a fairly old home. And we went in and we put a new roof on it. And we lived in it until 2006 when we sold it rather than tearing it down and took the equity out of that to purchase another home that we built in Sandia Park. And so that to me is the responsible thing to do. If you no longer have a use for this facility, you sell it or you donate it to the people who have already paid for it. Many people, when they pass away, they leave their home to their children. It's been paid for. Their children get to benefit from that. That is very much how I see this building. They used it, they no longer need it. Now pass it along to the next generation for their use.
I agree with that. I think that's a wonderful idea. And it will be used, and it can be used for many generations to come.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're a growing community. I'd like to see our community, I want to see it grow. I want to see it grown right. And I think we have a lot of people now that really care about our community and have a lot of the same feelings that you and I have.